Greetings, salutations, good day and hi once again, yous guys and gals, and welcome back to continuing coverage of IndyCar's 13th series. Last Sunday, man, that was a stream. That was a really exciting VTuber Indy 500 stream. The Indy Grand Prix, very fine racing. Indy 500, really exciting up to the very end. And yeah, I'm still in cloud nine over how well that stream went. Let's continue the momentum with these last 6 rounds of this month's series. We're gonna have racing today at Iowa Speedway, the Miami Bayside Run street course, and Atlanta Motor Speedway pre-superspeedway configuration. And look at the points as they stand currently. First, the oval classification, led by Indy 500 champ Amiya Aranya. The Indy 500 win worth a whopping 120 points. A normal race win was only 70 points, but winning the Indy 500 nets you a cool 120 points. And that shot her up to the top of the classification at the midway point of the series, 127 points. Ojiki-chan, 107. Tenjin Kotone, 94. Kotone, who finished 5th in the 500. Lena Lazar, who finished 2nd in that race, 90. Which is very interesting considering she is normally a road and street part-time driver, so that's the only 90 points she's going to be getting for this month, I think. And Lisa is still 5th in the classification, though. As you may have already heard, she's now in Idol Corp, so that's all the oval points she'll muster here. 86. Road and street classification. No surprise who's on top. Shiguri Uemama, the queen of Indy road course racing, 129 points. A nice commanding lead over the next driver down in another IndyCar 2-time series champion in Delutaya. Third is Iami, 1 point behind Delu. And then further down the list we have Doki with 78 points. And then not too far behind, the Indy Grand Prix winner Saraway at 76. Overall, we do have Shiguri Uemama at the top with 181 points. 4 ahead of the 500 winner, Ami, 177. Tonya, whose car is still her previous self, despite her adopting an anglerfish guise, 140, 41 behind Ui. Don't mind Lisa, she's not in the points ring anymore. And then we have Doki Bird at 129. And bottom half of the standings, we have yet to hear from Nishiza-san. Well, besides the 500 heat in which he crashed in the first lap and thus failed to qualify for the 500, but there's still 3 road races left. Road/street races. And then, ooh, Kagranada, just 2 points to her name. We have 2 oval races for tonight. Let's see what happens. And then Anon, and then Uno, and then DM. And that's just basically it for now. No time to waste, let's get into the action. So the last race had the Indies racing on a 2.5-mile oval of Indianapolis Motor Speedway. For this round 7, we will race on an oval that's a little over a third of the distance of Indy Iowa Speedway in Newton, Iowa. 7/8 of a mile short oval. Vroom vroom, indeed. We're going to be racing 75 laps under the lights here this time. So remind me to change the race start time after this race. I got to setting things up for Miami Bayside Run. Race preview. Iowa Speedway. Under the lights this time. Previous races had racing on this track in the daytime. We're going to try a nighttime race setting here. You can get a lap done in around 18 seconds. Showcase another couple laps here. It's a short oval race, less than 1.4 miles in distance, so we have to use the short oval road kit, which is similar to the default Roman Street Course aero kit, but with fewer parts. And instead of red tires, we used the standard Speedway tires. Front stretch bank 10 degrees, back stretch 4 degrees, turns 12 and 14 degrees. And one more lap. Right down in there. Okay, that's Iowa. Let's see, we'll check the group of drivers who are in. Yes, Tomoe is in. She's full-time now. The Talent Freedom 100 winner is in. Full and oval. Alright, everything is good to go. Load! By the by, I have my TV on. Real life Indianapolis 500 qualifying has already begun. And let's set the grid. We need 30 drivers out of the 35. And Tob, Mint, and Vienna, Milky, and Numi all failed to make it in. So we're gonna scratch them out. Back row start again for the adorable Hurry 1010. Woof. Woo! Look at that Tomoe with a front row start, but it's oval driver, oval part-time driver Natsume getting the nod for pole. And we have the Talent Freedom 100 winner. Row 2, we have a previous Iowa winner in Miami. Miami won at Iowa a long time ago. And then we have Doki. Billion and Tonya make up row 3. And we have Nacho, Lily Hopkins, and Nirosama. Shy Lily, Shiki, and Indy 500 winner Ami Aranya. Fun fact, I believe Ami won at Iowa last year. And that led, along with her win at Toronto later in the series, resulted in her winning her very first star. Her first series title. Hochi, Monarch, and Kiki are next. Rodiam, Shigure, Uwe, points leader, and Ojiki Chan. Better speed up, actually, because time is short. Iku, Emma, Annie. Sayu, Cinder, and Bao. Got video games, Patra and the Healthy One. And finally, Nana Tenten and Kotone. Right, we're set to go here. 75 laps under the lights here at Iowa Speedway. Let's let the thread know that we're about to begin. Round 7 here in Newton, Iowa. Iowa Speedway. 7/8 of a mile short oval, 75 laps. Let's have fun, shall we? Misho Natsume and Tomoe Umari. That's right, Tomoe is in front row here. Absolutely brilliant. Tomoe, I think, has found her niche in oval races, I think, in the top division of VTuber IndyCar, graduating out of Indy Lights to here in IndyCar racing. Let's see what happens as both she and Natsume lead everyone up to the green flag. And we're rolling. Here we go. 75 laps. On the backstretch for the first time. Gotta make sure my OBS preview isn't blocked by something, so I can see the chat. So, Natsume, Ayami, and Fillion are your top 3, and Ayami, who won at Iowa in Series 1 3 years ago, almost overtook Natsume, who's been in the series for as long as this 100-plus-year-old Anime Central attendee has. And here's our girl 30th lap. Meanwhile, let's see how some of the others are doing. For example, Monarch. She's currently mid. Ami, fresh off of her 500 win, silver star and all. 12th. Ui just trying her hand again at ovals, though she prefers the road courses. 1 spot ahead. Doki doing A-OK. Nero likes the ovals. No wonder she's in the top 10, and Tomoe, well, she's trying her best. Well, we reached choo-choo train action. It's single file. Much like in the days of, when we used to have, IndyCar racing on short ovals, where everyone going around in, single file for, I don't know, for the entire race, and Ayami trying to overtake Natsume, and does! There we go. That's more like it for Ayami Mama. First day at Anime Central yesterday. Almost all of her wares that she's been selling at her booth there, almost all such items sold out. Really, really popular. Billion almost overtaking Natsume here. Double Honda front, yep. So, 3 of the top 4 are Honda drivers with Billion. And only her second go in IndyCar Series action. Right behind the 2 long-time VTuber IndyCar veterans. Again, nothing doing here. for Fillion in attempt to overtake. Nacho, yet another Hello Mama. Tried to go for an 8th win, but everyone seems to be stuck on neutral, as it seems. Single file action. Well, there's some side-by-side deeper in the grid, and some overtakes. So at least this race doesn't seem devoid of action. Natsume couldn't quite pass Miami here as we complete 15 of 75. Let's confirm that's Miami won. At Iowa a long time ago. I have my medal counts file intact. And, why, yes, she did. That was her very first race win. And here she is, way ahead of the next driver down, which is now Fillion, who jumps up to second. By the by, this is race number 151 in IndyCar action. That's right, the 500 last Sunday was indeed race 150, and what a milestone race to have as the 150th proper IndyCar race. Miami Mama vying for a 5th win in IndyCar action. Fillion looking for her first, and actually Fillion looking for her 2nd ever podium. Excuse me. Her only podium so far, 3rd in the Indy 500 last year. Natsume herself is looking for a 5th win. Amy Mama having a pretty decent start to her race so far. A little over half a second lead. But Fillion trying to quickly approach Miami somehow. Iowa last year had quite a few crashes, but going up to a 1/3 of the way through this year, we have yet to see anyone have any incidents. Everyone still with intact cars to their name. Talent files, yeah. Honda monopoly broken. Actually, 4 of the top 5 are still Honda, as yet another Hello Mama in Idapochi. Find yourself a little bit ahead of Nero. But Nero trying to make a move on the mama of Pavoy Arene and former IndyCar driver Pino Morianzu. Couldn't quite do so this time. By the by, Kiki is Honda. Kiki is Honda, not Chevy. Bucky's Chevy, however. Still half a second ahead of Fillion and Natsume. Again, no shot at overtaking Fillion for the Series 4 champ. Again, Natsume breaks line. Again, nothing doing. There seems to be an attempt at overtaking just after turn 4. Where is this other Pochild now? Well, I believe a couple months ago, Anzu got married. Inamori Anzu got married, and so she's settling down. She's still active as a VTuber. She still streams, just currently settling down and just letting other indie VTubers have her fun. Actually, the interval seems to have widened for Ayami now 0.9 ahead of Billion, the VTuber at training. Ami has become mid. Monarch still mid. Wow, Katone, I thought Oval's higher forte. What's going on here? Down to 30th. Race will be official after this lap. So these race results will count. Interval seems to have lessened a bit. From 0.9 to 0.346. 0.339 now. Natsume to make a move here. Again, nothing doing. So we're over 40 laps into this race, and Miami looking to win here at Iowa for the second time. If you want, you can have what? That's Phil's lore VTuber in training. I think so. Yeah. Anyway, as we come down to 30 laps here, you can pretend that the winner of this Iowa race, you can pretend in your own fanon that the winner of this race gets a shopping spree at Hy-Vee. Not sponsored, just having fun here, just pretending. Miami Mama, a big ticket guest at Anime Central, big in the Midwest here, as Fillion could not overtake Miami here. Actually, these three are very close to each other now. It's now this big, the gap. A tiny sliver under 0.1. These three very close to each other. And we'll be 2/3 of the way through this race. Remember, remind me, after this race, when we get to Miami Bayside Run, it's gotta be back to daytime. It's gotta set the race start time here. Well, here's a situation in which talent files just significantly reduces a lot of chaos on this track. I mean, all 30 cars are still in somehow. Now there's the overtake. I look at the tape replay. Finally, for once, there's an overtake. And a proper one, that. Man, oh man. Miami, now down to... What the fuck is going on with these standings all of a sudden? The standings are all of a sudden screwed up. The replay of the overtake seems to have messed up the standings here, and geez Louise. So technically, Miami still has the lead, followed by Nacho of all drivers, and then Doki's third. So there's this race screwed up all of a sudden, really late in the action. I don't even know what to do anymore. Jeez Louise, Natsume and Tonya both 2 down all of a sudden. rFactor doing a silly rFactor thing. Is Miami not aware that she has the lead now? I mean, look at her LED. 1. It's hard to see with the nighttime setting, but okay, there you go, 1. Nacho 2. Down to the last 15 laps here, as Pochi tries to go for a podium, overtakes Doki to move up to P3. So the top 3 are all Hollow Mamas this late in the race. Doki not out of it yet. Still with a chance to make a move, but she's being hindered by Natsume. Boxed in between the wall and Natsume's car. But finds clearance again. Nacho Neko trying to extend her record, her race 1 record. down to 10. Nacho just behind Miami. Outside not doing so well, and she'll get overtaken by Pochi Mama. Pochi goes ahead of Nacho Neko. So from a start of 13th, Pochi goes up to P2 with 7 laps to go. Migration to Assetto incoming. Well, not for this series, at least. Assetto Corsa doesn't have proper rolling starts. $70 down, 5 to go as Kyle Larson begins his qualifying run, as I see on the TV, but there's still this race to finish. Miami looking to be a 2-time Iowa winner, looking to win a 2nd race this series. Looking for a 5th win overall. Has to outlast Pochi and a few others in these last 2.5 laps. Down to 2. All Hollow Mamba Honda top 3. White flag is up. Last chance for these two to try and make a move on Miami Mama, but Nero doesn't want any of this to happen. Coming down to the finish. And Miami Mama wins again at Iowa. Second win this series. Second win here at Iowa, and she is also a 5-time IndyCar race winner. Congrats, Miami Sensei. I'm sure Mint Phantom must be really thrilled to see Miami get the victory. It's an all Hollow Mama top 3. Poor feeling indeed cheated out of a win by rFactor screwing up the standings for some strange reason. Miami, Pochi, and Nacho, your top 3. From the lead to 28th. Jesus, unlucky Fillion. Bit distracted right now with the Larson's qualifying run. Just trying to see what in the world is going on here. I think he's on his last of 4 laps in the run. Another top 10 finish for Tomoe. Good God almighty. what a run. And 8th for Ami. Goodness gracious. And what? Did Larson abort his run? Did Larson abort his qualifying run? Jesus. Kyle Larson has aborted his qualifying run, ladies and gentlemen. I suppose we'll lock in the points here. Natsume will get a whopping 2 points for her effort. And gotta mark the road and street drivers as not applicable for here. Another big victim of the glitch. Yeah. Indeed. So, Ami with a high-ish finish here, keeping her at the top of the Oval classification with 153 points, and then Ojiki is still second with 127, and Nacho up to third now with her third place finish, 108, and then we have Tenjin Kotone at 104, and Tomoe Umari at an exact 100. And overall, Shigure Ui, 209, Ami, 203, Ayami goes up to third, 192, Doki, 165, and Katanya, 141. That's overall. Let's move on here. Let's see. Ayami, Pochi, Nacho. And update the medal counts. Ayami, 5th win. Pochi. Where is Pochi Mama? New logo possibly, by the way, next season. Euro got to nerf batted too hard with a glitch. Yeah, everyone glitched out. Ironic. And where is Nacho Neko? "16 podiums for Nacho. Still most of all time. When was the last time Pochi had a podium? All the way back in Series 5. Second in the Indy 500 2 years ago. Been a long time coming for Pochi. Finally, her first podium in 2 years. In 2 years, yeah. So well done to Pochi Mama. And guess who did not forget? That's right. I remembered. Daytime setting. We have a fantasy track on hand. Miami Bayside Run. Which is around 2-something miles long. By the by, this stream is clashing with Oge Caliber action, but nothing I could do regarding the schedule. So we're streaming now. Let's see. Bayside Run, which was originally made for the Need for Speed Shift series, but has been converted lovingly into rFactor. 4.155 kilometers, or 2.581 miles. A nice downtown street circuit in Miami. First you go around here, and then around there. That's a very fast, long straightaway. This is a fast racing street circuit, but it's not without its technical sections. Careful at this section. Make sure you slow down when you head there. And then another speedy area. Let's go around and around and around, and then watch for the signs. This is another danger area. Go here, 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 and then more turns. See, Grand Scan built, but inexplicably has no people in it. Oh, nice cruise ship right there. And then mind the arrows again. A slight hairpin turn. And then run! Run like the wind! Run at the Bayside Run! A sprint to the finish! A really fast sprint to the finish! And then you gotta do so a total of 15 times. That's the Miami Bayside Run Street Circuit. From what game? Need for Speed Shift 2, I believe. Need for Speed Shift 2. 75% damage multiplier, 15 laps, and oh, jeez. I remembered the start time setting, and I forgot I need to switch out the oval part-time drivers to the road drivers. Now, for once, will Nishiza-san get to race? Oh, that's a yacht. That looks more like a cruise ship to me, but load. I gotta hurry up. Time is short. So we've got 2 races to worry about here. And there is Nishiza-san in qualifying. We'll re-roll if we don't see Nishiza-san in the top 30 in qualifying, please, today. Thank you. Jeez Louise, ooh, Mama did not qualify for this race. Quite a few names that won't get to enter this round. Uwe, Shiki, Bell, Emma, and Sayu. I almost booted Sarway. If I had done so, then this whole grid would have been voided, and I have to re-roll again. Lena Lazar will start off at pole. Once again, a part-time driver getting pole. The 2023 Indy Grand Prix winner and 2024 Indy 500 runner-up, Lena Lazar, driving Honda, the New Zealander, I believe. I believe she's a New Zealander in pole. And then we have Tonya alongside her in the front row. Nacho Andelu in row 2, and then Artie and Shy Lily. Then we have Nishiza-san, Kiki, and Niku. So finally, Nishiza-san gets to race for once. The mama of Momosuzu Nene. Anyway, we have Lily Hops, Ananon, and Marco. The Nakarina Miami. Tomoe, Patra, and Ojiki. Tomoe again getting to race. Nina, Filian, and Numi. Uno, Ami, and Vienna. Tenten, Doki, and Hannah. Maidment, Cinder, and finally Sarway. Alright then. We're gonna go street racing here at Miami Bayside Run, and game's still intact. Verification not required, so we get set to run away. Hopefully I don't run into system issues. We gotta get through these 15 laps of action. Fast forward a bit. Everyone still seems to be driving fine. Everyone good. We're gonna start right here because it's gonna be a sprint to the very start. Safety car leading everyone right until the start finish, and then coming close to the start finish, everyone will be zooming out of the way, and then yeah. Let's see what happens here. Lena Lazar at pole for this round 8 Miami Bayside Run street race. Alright, here we go. Oh man, an incident involving 2 cars, Kiki and someone else. Kiki and Vienna having issues. Let's look at the start again. She's upside down, and then Vienna also goes flying. Marco is a goner. And slammed out. So, Marco is the first casualty of this race. Delu inexplicably 31st. The rest of the field are, I guess, alive and kicking, but not without some debris popping off, as you can see right here, for one example. Nacho Naco in front, albeit she'll have to pit, as no front wing. And this is supposed to be 75% damage out, and we've already lost one driver in the opening lap in the Bat-At video games. Bat out of this race. Nacho, Tonya, and Artie. Actually, Nacho staying out here. Artie, Series 3 champion, going ahead of Nacho. Anon is stuck! Anon is stuck! Oh man, you hate to see that. Ami lagging behind. Shy Lily! So that's 3 down, as Anon also gets disqualified. Some mayhem early on. Mr. The Blue goes ahead, hoping to complete the overtake. Otherwise, 7 races in, and we have yet to see a rookie win this month. Insert EA sound for Nishiza-san. Maybe if she finishes top 3 here. But she is 5th, which is pretty good. She is on the board. Did I see a spare tire somewhere? No, that's just a drain cover. Winozar is 3rd. Quite a few drivers liking racing on road and street courses, the more technical tracks. And then we have a nice all-rounder here. Oops! There goes Nishiza-san, going up to 4th. Nacho, of course, will have to pit after being out on the track without her front wing for way too long. So another all-rounder in Lily Hopkins in 5th. And Kiki goes down into the void. So that's 2 drivers with void results. Already almost overtaken by Catania. They'll again have pit light and no side pod covers. Ami stuck one down. What in the world? Yeah, that's Nishi's Asan going on 2 side wheels. And perhaps a botched up, whatever you call it. That is just silly. And she's gone out of bounds. And she's gone all willy-nilly. Having trouble getting back in, and she'll get stuck. Of course she does. Well, we have a driver and get DNF due to being stuck and unable to get back in. Oh man, I told you this turn is where drivers can have trouble, and Artie finds herself in trouble that way. See, and she's outside of the track limits and just losing it and stuff. And here's Tonya with her outdated livery, finding herself in front all of a sudden. Lena Lazar second, Lily Hopps third, Ojiki-chan fourth, and Nakarinka. And there's the DNF for Nishiza-san.
Oh, this is terrible.
And, well, I swear to God, she's not having a good series here. Why does this game keep doing her dirty? So, I guess Lena Lazar will go up in front, and Lily Hopps almost overtaking Tonya for second. That is indeed a bra moment. Yeah, this whole race is already a bra moment in itself for obvious reasons. And Lazar with a 3-second lead over Catania. And I believe another car just fell into the void, and Irene gets the previous race winner's curse. And ironically, 3 of her wins were on street courses. I'm pretty sure she now doesn't like this street course in particular. Oh my, Tomoe Omari. Doing quite well here. Currently 5th. Well, wait for it, we'll wait for it. So, I'm afraid Lena will not be winning this race here. Tonya back in the lead. And Vienna hurt. And finds herself out of the track herself. And skidding across. Oh, okay, she's back on the track, at least. And we'll get to restore whatever dignity she may have lost by being slammed by Lena. Where did Tomoe begin this race? 16th, and she's finding herself in second for the time being. Wow. Wow! Iku. Same blooper as per Nishiza-san, although not quite as bad. In fact, she gets pushed back in by DM, who also finds herself in that trap. Captain Hannah is a DNF.
Oh, what a shame.
15 drivers are still in the lead lap, which is 15 more than expected. %75% damage setting, and yet we still see a whole bunch of mayhem. IndyCar street racing at its finest. I don't think DM will be getting out of this trap anytime soon, so that may be a DNF, unless... Nope, she's still not getting out of this mess. And now Artie finds herself stuck. She was like in the top 3 early on, but now geez Louise. Tomoe is good. Tonya is good. Ojiki and Numi are both good. I said Numi is good. Don't be good-n't. Anywho, we'll have 5 laps left here in whatever this race is turning out to be. DM has still yet to be DNF'd. Ditto already. Jeez. Dalu goes into the void. Ami with severe damage. High attrition here in Miami. This race is like Florida Man on a normal day. I think this track is bugged. Yeah, I think so. AI calibration for this track just couldn't quite have the track calibration complete in 0.00 meters. Down to 4. Ami just barely crawling her way into pit lane. Still yet to be determined who will also fall out of the track and into the void, with not many laps left here. Starway! Oh man! Goes spinning all willy-nilly. Look at the replay. It's just touched by Numi. And touched again, and geez. The Indy Grand Prix winner struggling here. Oh man, she is upside down. And going backwards. At least she's back on the track, but barely. 3 to go. Could have been much worse for Sarway. We've already seen a few cars get voided. Tomoe trying to get closer to Catania. Tomoe at least hoping that Catania flubs up. Quite a few tricky turns where drivers have been having issues. Almost, yeah, a little over 3/4 of a second. The gap between Catania and Tomoe. We are going to be coming down to 2 here. The top 3, Catania, Tomoe, and Ojiki. Yeah, poor Delo, you hate to see that. In a DNF. A lot of good names in the DNF category. Truly painful stuff. Somehow we're still on 15 cars in the lead lap. Now these 3 are very close to each other. Ojiki couldn't quite catch up to Tomoe here. And we will have 1 to go here. White flag for these 3. And now Cinder drops to the void. another casualty, so down to like 14 cars in the lead lap. Tonya leading throughout much of the race. Trying to watch out for Tomoe behind her. Tomoe trying to make a move, but also watching out for Ojiki-chan. Tomoe tried to overtake at the turn, but nothing doing, and it's a sprint to the finish. And who's gonna take it? Who's gonna finish second? Who's gonna finish third? Coming down to the wire. Gotta be really close, a close finish. Who's gonna take it? It's Tonya at the line. 5.01. Tonya gets the victory. Very close result. 0.01 here. Tonya is now a 4-time winner. She is victorious here at the Miami Bayside Run. Tomoe Omari, closest to a win yet. Look at that. 0.01 separating her and Tonya. Look at that. Top 3 separated by 0.242. Race not over yet. We're still waiting for a few drivers to finish. And that should be it. That should be it. Everyone is done. We're already on page 10. Yikes. Yeah, the rest are voided and stuck and unable to get out of the deep pickles they're in. Amazingly, DM was able to finish the race with 9 laps completed. Same can't be said for Artie, I guess. So that was an race that took place here. Let's see. Where was I? Artie, Miami. Nishiza-san. I mean... Accident for 10-10, so we'll play this again. This race was a headache and a half, but Tonya having no headache at all after her big win here. So GG to her. And a bonus point for Lena. All 30 are in. And everything looks good to me. Everything looks good here. So, in 4 races, 4 big races, Tomoe already has 164 points. Jeez, at least Tomoe doing a good job here. So, Road and Street classification, Tonya now takes over, considering that Shigure Ui did not qualify for this race. Tonya, 136. Shigure Ui, 129. Doki Bird, 104. Delutaya, 103. Miami, 98. Overall championships. Mia Aranya, despite finishing low, takes over in the points lead. 213. Second by just 2 points, Tonya. And Ui drops to third, 209. Very close for these 3, all separated by just 4 points. Miami is 4th with 194, and Doki 5th with 191. What drama we're having here in the IndyCar series as we move on to Atlanta. And we see a car basically hurt. We have an oh no moment. So, who crashed? Who crashed? Was that a qualifying crash? Was that a qualifying crash? Ah, that was for VK, Renus VK. Renus VK crashed during qualifying. Unlucky for him. He is okay, But yeah, that was unlucky for him. Last race for today will take place at Atlanta Motor Speedway. We're using the older configuration. Back when the turns were banked 24 degrees and straights 5 degrees. Still 1.54 miles then as it is now. Now as it is then, I should say. So, Atlanta, as you can see in this preview. We're going to be racing 50 laps here. We'll show a couple laps of action. Just your standard speedway race, 1.5 miles. Quad oval, much like at Texas and Charlotte. And one more. For good measure. You can go over 220 miles per hour. stretch. And onto the finish line, and that's Atlanta, which will have a daytime race. We're going to have a daytime race in action here. Settings look all good to me. Alright, load. $230 for Ericsson. Yikes. $226 for Siegel. Power 233.758. Pretty good. And Tomoe misses out on the race for the first time here. And Shigori Ui also misses out on this race. So I'm pretty sure she's going to drop further in the standings. You just hate to see that. Sayu, Ojiki, Ui, Tomoe Omari, and Cinder all miss out on this race. So they will not show up here. Once 10-10 starts off mid, but it's going to be points leader Amia Aranya starting off at pole here at Atlanta. Fresh off of her fantastic Indy 500 victory, looking to score another win here. Amia Aranya. Marco, another pretty fine oval driver. We'll start off alongside her in the front row. And then we have Ayami and Nirosama making up row 2. Iki and Natsume row 3. Then we have DM, 12th Series champion Rurudo Lion and Doki. Potone, Emma, and Patra. Delutaya, Filian, and Shy Lily. Ten, Annie, and Lily Hops. Shiki, Kitanya, and Nacho. Bao, Nina, and Vienna. Hanamori, Healthy, Miori, Celesta, and Idapochi. And finally, Tobbs, Milky, and Monarch. All right. 50 laps in Atlanta under daytime settings, actually. Let's do a bit of fixing up my files before we begin. And update the medal counts too. Where is Kitanya? And then Tomoe. And finally, Ojiki. And we are good to go here. Let's let everyone know that we're about to begin the last race for today at Atlanta. Doki, the woman of IndyCar's apparent and imminent demise. Yikes. Don't think of it that way. Just think of it as Doki went to try new crazy challenges, like, for example, open wheel racing, which is faster than stock car racing. and has more road course and street course racing than in EG. Right, so we'll go ahead and see what happens here. Atlanta. There's a NASCAR race which took place there, which ended in a 3-wide photo finish. What might we see here at the end of this race with these open wheel vehicles, these Dallara IR18 cars? Fast forwarding a bit here, and then we'll see what happens. Ami and Moriko, 2 previous IndyCar Series champions, leading the 30-car field to the green flag momentarily. Round 9 taking place here at Atlanta. Let's go! Already a car splitting from the pack early on, and we may see a spread here in the backstretch early on. There's a spread here. Cars trying to push up ahead. Here comes Kiki Pion taking the lead early on, followed by Doki and Ami after the first lap. Everyone made it through this first lap with no issue. Monarch just pulling back a bit. Doki up to the front. Already a few close calls to her name, wanting to get her very first IndyCar win. More used to racing on the ovals. And there's Delu. This is more her niche. Racing on ovals, and look at that. 4 prominent drivers. 5 prominent drivers in the top 5. Doing pretty darn well here. Used to racing on such tracks like this. Bit of a bumping. Error by DM, loses her front wing. Has to stay out for another lap. Ami up in front. Neck and neck between Delu and Kiki, and Delu pushes ahead to take the lead. The top 2, both 2-time IndyCar Series champions. Delu, Series 7 and Series 8. Ami, Series 9 and 10. As a few names are having issues here. Let's look at the replay. Could have been worse, but everyone should still be at it, maybe? Maybe? Not the worst result in the world. I mean, I think everyone still has all wheels intact. Whoa, careful. As we see what's going on here with this grid of drivers. Delu still in front, driving her Honda. Wow, man! Dangerous by Ami, and she's gonna lose a bit of ground to Suo Patra, who had a horrible result in the 500. Whoa, careful driving below the line. Yeah, there is a lapped car in the way that everyone has to go around in Miori Celesta. So already a few cars, a lap or 3 down. Drivers try not to get into any sort of bloopers. Tenjin Kotone, oval specialist, goes up to the front. That's another V-singer besides Delu. Up in front. Had an excellent 500, unlike Patra, finishing 5th. Delu was mid during the 500, as we have seen more debris here. Top 5 all Hondas. Yeah, that's right. Milky is a Honda driver, and ditto Emma. Kotone pulls back Delu to P2. We're through 12 laps of action at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Fun fact, Nina shares a surname with an obscure Capcom Pro Tech who you met in PS1, Marvel vs. Capcom's Clash of Superheroes. Oh, that is brilliant. That is brilliant. Yeah, 1010 is hurt, but it was only minor damage. Well, she's down 2 laps in 22nd. IME just now getting out of pit lane, and oh man, they tore up her face in the side pod. You hate to see that. Look how close these drivers are. A whole mess of Honda cars. Delu outside the top 5. Ami. Fresh off of her 500 win last Sunday, trying to catch up here. Look at that! A near 3 wide action. This is exciting stuff here. Now Delu is back in it, and oh man, Ami find herself 7th as Yoshino Shiki, Corporal Car Series 2 champion, enters the fray. Moving up to 3rd at the line, but still a bit behind her co-patriot in the former Prism Project. 3 wide again, almost. Delu looking for her 5th win, and should she win here, it's going to be yet another oval win. That's right, Delu has won on ovals. Like how Shiguri Ui has won on road courses, Delu would be the queen of oval racing. But she is 1 spot behind Umiya Emma, and yeah, she's got ahead of Emma as Amiya Aranya chases after Delu. Moriko struggling. She's lost her front wing. She has to pit. All 30 cars still in, amazingly. Ami goes up in front. We're through 20. Almost at the halfway point. Monarch playing Amogus. Okay then, if you say so. Another overtake here in turn 4. turn 3 or turn 4. Annie enters the picture here, yet another Honda driver. She is currently 3rd. Pretty good on the ovals. Oh man, another dangerous wheel touchy by Ami against Delu. Again, no loss of momentum. In fact, she may go ahead. No, she's gonna back off a bit. Well, more than a bit here. Annie has the lead after lap 23. But Emma takes over. Emma, Annie, and Delutaya. Annie starting off mid-pack, but she has improved her standing a bit. We are at the halfway point of this race, so we'll have to showcase the standings as they are. Everyone driving clean. Only 11 cars are in the lead lap. Bit of an incident early on in this race, but since then everyone has been driving clean. But it might not be long before we perhaps see another blooper on the track. But if and when it happens. Emma takes over for the lead. Mio is one of the cars lapped down, so... Here comes Suo Patra taking over. Mio blocks Emma. Patra up in front. The former Nanashi Inc. VTuber looking for her very first IndyCar race win. Same for Emma. Emma finished 2nd in Chicagoland. And here she is in a big struggle with some of the other drivers. Monarch pushing Emma up to front. Ami back in 3rd. Having a fantastic series. Coming down to 20 here at the ATL. Yep, ex-corpos clashing with each other. Honda, Chevy. Honda, Chevy. Your top 5. Ami to 2nd. Patra backing off a bit. Ami takes over. Could she win here? Perhaps finish high here, at least. She's going to have more of a nice lead to her name. Considering Tonya is way down there in 27th. And Ui isn't even in this race. Miami also way down there, 3 down. Emma on the move here in the backstretch. But another Prism Project member also in it, moving up to third as Emma goes to the lead. Annie to second. Ami now struggling with this tangle of lapped cars as Annie improves her standing, coming down to 15 laps. 35 down, 15 to go. Patra 4, Cotone 5. Honda's doing quite well on the ovals. Emma hoping to complete the prerequisite rookie magic as required for the series. Doki bumps Emma, and it's a neck-and-neck battle between Emma and Ami for the lead. Emma hindered by Doki though, as Ami goes back in front. Ami hoping for a 6th win. That'll put her second by herself in race wins in the IndyCar series, as we see a bit of chaos involving Doki, I believe. Yeah, she spins all willy-nilly. Finds a safe haven in pit lane. And the distraction, Ami distracted by this, allowing Annie to go up in front. More chaos? Maybe. Oh man, Emma in pit lane bow, milky. Ami back in the lead with 10 to go. Ami, Annie, Sewell, Patra, your top 3. Annie. Playing leapfrog. With Ami back to the front. Cotone back in business here. Takes over for third. Taking over Ami for second. Overtaken by Ami. Ami wants to get back to the lead here. Major drama this late here in Atlanta. Might we have another close finish to our name? We're gonna find out in a little over 7 laps time. And unfortunate for Doki Spinola, and she is a DNF.
Oh no!
Already our first DNF of this race this late here, as Cotone goes to front. And well ahead of the next driver down in Annie. Cotone too far ahead, but there's cars in the way, and here come some cars speeding up. Nero, out of nowhere, finding herself in P3. Well, at least top 5, I think. Annie dropping down to 5th, though, and perhaps may get overtaken by Shiki here. Less than 5 to go. Tension Cotone. actually vying for a second win in IndyCar action, but being chased by Annie and Patra. 4 to go. Oh, but we have ourselves a pit stop shuffle. Really late in the race to do that. So a lot of cars pitting. Let's have a quick pit stops. So it's going to be maybe a one-lap sprint to the finish after all is said and done. Going to see what happens here. As many cars go into pit lane. Absurdly late here. Oh man! Incident involving Tonya and Miyoshino Shiki. Shiki, amazingly, still has an intact car. So it's gonna be Miyoshino Shiki meeting the white flag, followed by Lily Hopkins and Nero. We may have ourselves an unexpected top 3 here. After all is said and done. And we are going to have rookie magic here as former Prism Project member Miyoshino Shiki takes victory here in Atlanta. Miyoshino Shiki is an IndyCar race winner. Oh, what a thunk it! The former Purple Car Series champion who won that series without having won a race actually wins a race for once, this time in a different racing formula. Shiki, Lily Hopkins, and Nero are your top 3 here. Race decided for some reason by the pit stop shuffle. Goodness, golly gee willikers, we finally have a rookie winning. Oh, man. And I messed up the CAPTCHA. And try again. And then we'll wrap up here. Gonna put in the points and then call it for today. We have a former Prism Project member getting the W in Atlanta to wrap up today's festivities. And let's update the medal counts here, and then the points and call it. Nero finally gets her first ever podium. Lily getting her 12th podium. And Cheeky, congratulations, an IndyCar race winner. And that's also her first podium. Ten cars finishing in the lead lap. As we put in the points. Cheeky from a start of 19th. Lily Hop starting one spot ahead of Cheeky and Nero. Well, improved one spot, so there's that. The pit stop shuffle strikes again here, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if I'll count this as previous race winner's curse or whatever. Well, 26 is 1 point, so may as well be that. But yeah. Unlucky for Doki, the lone race retirement of this round. We're gonna wrap up here in the points, and then think about what's going on for the conclusion of this month's series. I see only 29 names. And pull for Ami. Does still have the lead in the championship. But we'll see how bad it is with the points standings. As I put in the NAs here. And confirm 30 names that score points. Oval classification sees Ami leading with 178 points. Second is now Shiki, 149. Tenshin Kotone, third, 132. Ochiki, 127. Lily Hops, 126. And overall, Ami, 238 points, 26 ahead of Kitanya. Shiguri Ui third with 209. Ayami, 198. And Doki, 192. So that's your top five, and we're going to wrap things up here as we get into the schedule for tomorrow. 3 rounds left to go in this month's action. We're going to be racing on the streets of Nashville. Night race at Fontana to wrap up the oval races for this month, and then the championship race taking place at Portland International Raceway. That's coming up tomorrow. at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Who is going to win that gold star? Gonna be a fine finish to look into. Congratulations to Miami Tonya and Mio Shinoshiki, your race winners for today. We're going to have ourselves a fantastic finish to this month's IndyCar VTube Racing 13th Series. Who's going to win the here? We'll find out, and who will be bumped out of the real-life Indy 500. We're going to find out as well tomorrow. Anyway, I gotta go. I have stuff I have to do, I have errands I have to do, but do have a great rest of your Saturday. And we'll see who qualifies for the 500, real life Indy 500. Anyway, that's enough for me for now. Thanks everyone for watching. See you tomorrow for the thrilling conclusion to IndyCar's 13th Series. Have a great rest of your Saturday, everyone. Otsudag.